Hey everyone, and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex. In today's video, we're super lucky. We're in Chamonix during UTMB. We have Coty from New Balance. Coty, you're the global product manager for trail running at New Balance.
Yep,
Is that
that's
correct?
correct. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, how are you here in Chamonix during UTMB? Is that the first time for you?
No, it's my second time here and I'm amazing. It's hard not to be good, with this view with the Mont Blanc behind us and just the atmosphere, everything just revolving around trail running. It's a
Yeah.
party week.
It's very special. And we also have very special products in our hands. Coty today will give us a full rundown of the trail lineup here at New Balance. We have three shoes, Coty. Maybe first of all, first section is price points. We have EU and dollar price points for you guys. What's the cheapest shoe if people are just looking for that entry-level New Balance trail shoe?
Yep. So the lowest price shoe is going to be the Venom, which is $140 or 140 euros in Europe. Then we have the Hierro, which is $150 in the US, 160 euros in Europe. And then we have the Super Comp Trail, which is our carbon plated race day shoe, $200 or 220 euros.
So the Venom is really accessible when it comes to the price point. I think my opinion, but maybe you can confirm or not, is that it's also very accessible for people coming from the road. It has that rebel feel to it almost.
Yes.
What would you recommend for people coming from the road to the trails and they just want to have that nice transition in terms of footwear as well?
Yeah, I think both of these could work great. It depends a little bit on what kind of underfoot experience you're looking for. As you mentioned, the Venom is very similar if you're familiar with a Rebel from the road to the Rebel. You're going to have the same foam, which is a P-Blend foam, which is a little bit more energetic. It has that faster feel to it. So it's going to help you go faster. It's going to feel like a more lively run. And overall, I think it's great for that transition user as well as the user that wants to, that loves and has been trail running for forever and just wants a comfortable fast shoe. And then the Hierro is going to be your more cushioned version of that, which again, I think is great for a lot of people that are used to maybe a 1080, maybe an 880, a shoe that has a little bit more cushioning and they appreciate that comfort spec in it. So then you can go to the Hierro, which has a fresh foam midsole. And then also you have a Vibram outsole, which we know, works great on the trails.
And then maybe the SC Trail, is that a shoe that you would recommend for people who are in love with the SC Elite or the SC Pacer, or are they completely different animals?
They're different in the sense that the foams are different and the build of the shoes a little bit different because this one was specially tailored for the trail. They're similar in the sense that they're all carbon plated. So they're all meant for race day. They're meant to go as fast as you can, really. This is not a shoe that I would recommend for somebody that in general is starting in trail, just because it's more of a technical shoe, if you will. But in general, it has a little bit more protection than you would find on our traditional road running competition shoes that you mentioned.
We discussed price point, we discussed transition from road to trails. Now let's discuss distances. There are three key distances here at UTMB: 50K, 100K, 100 miles. So Coty, what's your recommendation for 50K?
For a 50K, assuming that you're racing and that you want to go as fast as possible, I would recommend either the Venom or the Super Comp Trail, depending on if you prefer the carbon plated or without a plate.
Does it make a huge difference to have the Vibram outsole or the non-Vibram outsole on the Venom for someone racing the 50K distance?
So the Hydrohesion outsole is our own proprietary sticky rubber. It performs great. I would say the main difference is probably going to come around the shape of the outsole and the lugs. This one's meant for a little bit more of a technical terrain, whereas the Venom is meant to be a little bit more of that versatile that works for all types of terrain.
And now 100K, that's the Friday race here at UTMB, the CCC, and many other 100K races around the world as well. Which one would you pick?
Again, depends a lot on the runner. If it was me, I need cushioning for 100K. Never done one, but if I need it for 50K and 70K, I imagine I need it for 100. But I would say a lot of runners also do prefer to go kind of in this space. A lot of people also change their shoes. So what we're seeing a lot of our athletes do is start with a Venom and then finish with a Super Comp Trail for a nice little kick and extra bounce at the end.
And now obviously the big one for the end, 100 miles. I assume that you would also go for something a bit more cushion, is that right?
Yeah, and again, in 100 miles, you're probably going to change your shoes a couple of times, go up half a size is usually what, athletes do. Our athlete that will be running in a mix of both.
Coty, obviously a big question is also the fit and the sizing of shoes.
Yep.
New Balance is using, as all the footwear companies, different lasts for their shoes. Do you have any recommendation when it comes to sizing experience with these shoes, especially for people, like you said, running longer distances? They might want to have something a bit more comfortable. on their feet.
Yes, absolutely. So our Hierro fits true to size. So if you're normally a 9 or a 10, you would still continue to be a 9 and a 10. On our racing product, the sizes do tend to run a little bit on the smaller size. So my recommendation would be going up half a size. So if you're normally a 9, I would recommend trying either of these two shoes, the Venym or the Super Comp Trail, in a half size bigger, so a 9.5.
In general, going half up is always better than going half down or true to size.
Correct.
Shorter
Yeah.
shoe. So
Yeah.
worst case, you're gonna end up with a shoe that is still usable and with probably a better experience in the end for your runs on the trails. Coty, thank you so much. I think this was really useful. We don't do many of these lineup videos, so if you're enjoying it, just drop a comment thanking Coty for her presence here today in the video, and also if you want to see more lineup videos from New Balance, we can do them also on the road side of things. Thank you so much, Coty, for your time
Thanks,
today.
Alex.
And there's a playlist with New Balance trail shoes for 2025 right here.